The comp meta. It's always changing and shifting, never really fair to some characters. While some heroes get buffed, like Soldier, Echo, and Reaper, other heroes that desperately need love get nerfed. Advertises a huge buff to Mercy by having her flash heal as base kit, but secretly hiding the fact that movement would be nerfed. Today, I will be interviewing a wide group of Mercy mains, ranging all the way from GM to Plat, and asking them how they feel about Mercy and his current comp meta and how this change affects her game. These are people's opinions and we respect them even if they are wrong or right. Let's get into the video.
Well, hello, my name is Wifey. I am a Mercy streamer on Twitch at Wifey TV. My rank is currently Masters 3. However, we've peaked GM 5 a couple of times now. Hopefully this season we can, with the Mercy changes, hit somehow GM. My main role is, it is support, but we are Mercy OTP, so I don't know how serious people want to take that. I have around 2,000 hours on Mercy.
I'm Kiwi Loves You. I'm a diamond support. I mostly play support. I have a total of 1,700 hours on this game. I've been playing since 2017, but I have over 800 hours on Mercy.
So my name's Angelica. I rank GM. I have 1,300 hours on this game. I have 724 on Mercy, 138 on Ana, 105 on Moira, 92 on Kiriko, and 27 hours on Widow.
My name is Love for Vex or Vexter on all platforms. My rank is Platinum to Diamond. I am a Advid support main on all types of platforms, Marvel Rivals, Apex Legends, whatever you name it, I'm a support. But I do kind of play some DPS Soldier 76. I'm the best you've ever seen.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
I have 848 hours on the game on total and 500 hours on Mercy.
My name is Puddin, or I go by Vythe on all social medias. My rank is Masters. My main role is support. I have 1,000 hours on support and 280 on Mercy.
As a Mercy main though, I don't really feel like there is any new hero added.
I don't like it. I mean, she's not horrible. She's, compared to a bunch of other new heroes that have been released off the bat, she's not bad. I've gone up against her in comp. I don't hate her.
I haven't played her yet, so I actually can't form my opinion yet. But from what I've seen, she's pretty good.
The new hero, I think she's actually really freaking cool. I like that we're getting new girly characters. That's really cute.
Really strong. She's really broken, which is typical for new heroes. I hate playing against her, but I like when she's on my team, so I guess I'm kind of mutual.
You know how usually when a new hero gets added, you can kind of feel that a new hero got added, because they're probably either really broken or they just do a bunch of damage. I don't know. This new hero that they added, she seems cool and all, don't get me wrong, but
I feel like once people find exploits with her, she's going to be a nightmare.
I feel like it's kind of like a glorified 3 burst Juno with Baptiste and Soldier 76 mashed together.
Pocketing her doesn't really feel like it's doing anything. So yeah, I would say she's pretty mid right now. And I have heard multiple DPS players have said that she is pretty cheeks. But we'll see. It is just the first week of the season. So it could just be a thing where people are still learning on how to play her.
Her movement is actually really freaking cool. I like that I'm able to go more back and forth and I'm able to shoot out more. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Reminds me of Apex Legends.
Well, first off, where do you get that? Because I completely disagree. They said Mercy love? What?
I think her healing got loved, but I think that her movement did not. The movement nerf wasn't needed, and it was out of the blue. And majority of the devs don't even play Mercy, and they're more afraid of the backlash that will come from buffing her.
Kind of. I mean, she wasn't buffed to shit, that's for sure. But she also wasn't nerfed. Too bad.
Absolutely not. The only advertisements that I've seen about Mercy getting quote unquote love was her getting flash heal into her kit. They did not say at all whatsoever that she was gonna get a 10% reduce in her movement.
I agree and I disagree because I feel like I like how they added her flash heal to her base kit. I don't like how they lessened her movement because she's such a movement-based character that they made it slower. It really doesn't make a difference if you're good at the character. Like, I have still had 0 death games with the movement being slowed. I just don't prefer it because I'm more of like a fast-paced player, I guess I could say.
Like, all I've been seeing on Twitter is just people constantly saying how like slow and bad she somehow feels, and a lot of people that don't even play Mercy are, agreeing that the nerf for her movement was just not really necessary.
I don't like it when they mess with her movement, because that's a really big core thing for Mercy. That Mercy is based in solely and entirely around her movement. So when they nerf her movement, she just doesn't become as fun anymore. But with the addition of her first perk being able to beat movement, I think it wasn't too bad of a change.
Us Mercy player fan base, were we like told that this was ever going to happen? I think it was last minute, and I think they're like, I don't know what their thought process was, but like that's not okay. They're nerfing Mercy knowing that she hasn't been good since the Moth meta, because before this nerf, I was able to jump over like Reinhardt's head. I was able to like go onto ledges. I'm like smashing my face against like I'm like getting curb stomped on the corner, because like, what do you mean I can't jump anymore? I have to waste a perk just to be able to do normal stuff that I was able to do like last season. I don't know why they did that. That was absolutely like stupid.
Like, the community has always complained about Mercy, and they say she's a no-skill character. And by buffing her, like, they're afraid that people will just be mad at them for it, because it has happened before, Season 2, Season 3, and then in Overwatch 1, back in Moth meta.
What is Moth meta? This was a version of Overwatch in which Mercy's ultimate ability, Valkyrie, made her incredibly fast and able to instantly resurrect fallen allies, causing her to constantly fly around the map like a moth.
I think that her flash heal, giving her a cooldown, is actually really important. So I did like what they did with that, but they just shouldn't have changed the movement. That's the only thing I have, is that they shouldn't have changed the movement, because Mercy is still decently killable, especially in higher ranks. Like, it's a very well-known fact that at least on console, because in higher ranks you play Illari, Bap, and Kiri. So those three, even Kiri's kind of not working in that comp anymore. Most of the time it's Illari and Bap, because they can do a significant amount of healing and damage. Like, Illari's pylon, as long as it's not destroyed, can do a lot of healing, as well as she can do pure damage, and that is really important. Mercy right now, the way she is currently will never fit in with higher meta comps, because if you've noticed, the highest supports and the best supports can do their own damage and have their own carry potential. Mercy is very reliant on team effort, and that's why she's always mostly with a duo. That's why most Mercy mains never queue by themselves, and when they do, like, it just never goes well, and people ask them to swap.
Honestly, her movement. I think it was a few seasons ago, they reduced her movement speed for her backwards Guardian Angel. If they just put that back to regular, she would be fucking crazy.
I would give her movement back. There was no reason to take that away. I feel like if you can't kill a Mercy, then you should switch roles.
I want to say I wish they could buff her like damage, like her damage boosting more. That would be really nice.
Well, I don't know if mine is really about like changing. It's more so about reverting. I have to hear like what they did for Mercy this season. And of course they added Flash Shield to her, base kit, which is pretty nice. Everyone was excited for that. Everyone thought Mercy was going to be finally a good support with that added to her base kit. But, nobody really expected all of these other like tweaks and nerfs and stuff. So I feel like Mercy would be a really good support if she just got everything back, like her movement back. I believe they also nerfed her base healing, like from her staff. And I think they also nerfed Flash Shield a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong here. But I do feel like they just need to leave her as she was last season, but just have regular Flash Shield added into her base kit, which is what everyone was thinking was going to happen. If Blizzard was worried about her having too much healing or something, they could have literally just reverted Flash Shield cooldown. Because Flash Shield cooldown used to be 15 seconds, but now it's 12. So they could just, revert it back to 15 seconds. And maybe just like it slightly increase the cost for Mercy's ultimate, since she's gonna be doing constant healing. That's just my opinion though. I also think she needs a new passive. Like, I think she's like the only hero who has the same passive as like the support medic role passive. I feel like it's kind of like weird that she's the only hero that has that. Well, to be fair, that was her original passive until they added sub-role passives. And so now it became like the medic sub-role passive for every hero that's under that category. So adding like a little fun, necessary passive for her would be nice. I can't really give you an idea of what could be added because my ass would just say, you know what, give her over health, give her over health passive for when she rests, but that might be way too broken. I don't know. And they would have to also add like a new minor perk and stuff. So
there you have it, ladies with gentle hands. The Mercy Mafia is not happy at all. Blizzard, Activision, please. I don't like Mercy, trust. But even now I know y'all butchering homegirl. The ball is in your court. So you know what you gotta do. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And if you like this type of content, please let me know. It's something new, something different. And I promise who through that game is here to stay. Other than that, don't forget to check out these amazing content creators I interviewed today. Link in the description below.
I still hate Vendetta.
Same. Facts-based opinion.
Blizzard should actually like play their characters and not just look at win rates to determine how they nerf and buff. Because like you don't understand the meta unless you start playing the game and how bad it feels to play against certain things and playing as a character that has certain things nerfed.
The one thing that I really want them to buff is Mercy's movement. Bring it back, 2026. Bring it back. God, these people piss me off. Okay, I said my truth.